We're looking for this to hit 75. And we out of that trade right there. Alright, good morning everyone. Monday, June 25th. Time is 4:23 a.m. So I'm gonna see if I can get into another trade. Let me see what we made on that one. Made $20 something. Yeah, $21.50. So far $21.50. I may just call it a day actually. Kind of want to get into the habit of just doing one trade each day to build this up. But I'm gonna take a look at things, just watch how the market moves, and take it from there. All right. If I do get into another trade, I'll come back on. If not, I'll see you next video. Hang on. We're looking for this to push down. See if I can get out of this at 25. Alright, we out of that trade. Yep, we out of that trade. Alright. So the reason that I wanted to get out of that early, the way that it was moving, we didn't have much time left on the binary. I could have closed it out for the full profit, but there was no telling whether or not it was going to remain in the push, so I just exited early. I took it out. So we made 44.50 for the morning, and that's it. I'll call it a day. I will call it a day. So what my goal will be moving forward is to just take one trade each day. Take one trade, shut it down, and just keep it moving like that. Keep it moving like that. This right here actually looks like it might push down and give off something, but I do want to be disciplined. Let me see what my 1 minute is looking like. See, it looks like it's going to give it off, but in this area there is a lot of congestion as far as what the price reaction has been already. So again, there's no telling whether or not the price will continue to push. And I also didn't like the behavior that I saw here. I didn't necessarily like that. I like to see momentum and that push kind of out the gate. So I didn't see that. The push came after. The push came after. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just keep my eye on this before I shut it down. We got about 3 minutes and change. I want to see if this is going to push back down, because if it does push back down, now that it has moved up, it may have some momentum on the pushback. So if that's the case, then it should just blow right through this strike. It should just push right through there. Especially since it already visited that area. But we're going to keep an eye on it. Just keeping an eye on it. kind of bouncing around. I don't like that. I like for the behavior to be decisive. The behavior I'm seeing is that at the end, toward the end of the binaries is when you get the movement. But I don't particularly care for entering at the end. See, like it's doing it now. It's moving like it wants to push now. But we got a minute and change left. And I do not particularly care for that. We're getting close to under the minute mark now. Let me see what it does under a minute. See, there it is. It's pushing now. Now it wants to push. Only thing I don't like is the fact that you're under the minute mark. So it can still bounce around. It can bounce around on you. It doesn't necessarily have to push. I'm going to stay out of it. I'm not going to take it. I'd just rather watch this. Look at this. Look at what it's doing here. You see that pause first and then the push? I don't like that. I like a decisive push. So it did give it off, but nah, there are definitely better opportunities that you'll have where the momentum is there to just give it to you. So I like to wait for those. Those are my preference. But it definitely did pay out. It surely did at the end. So you can see that that's what the behavior is right now. It's giving it off at the end of the binary. Yeah, it has push in it now, but does have some push. And it also has some bounce. You see that? That right there is how people get caught up. In that little bounce right there. It can be very annoying. But when you're patient and you wait for the momentum to kind of prove that it is momentum, you put yourself in a much better position. So that's what I like to wait for. But I'm gonna keep my eye on this. Look at this. See if this pushes down now. It looks like it wants to. I might have been too late on the entry. Yeah, see, I missed it. I wanted to be in this already, and I'm not. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this order. Alright, so it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And like I said, I already have my 2 wins for this morning, so I don't need to do anything else. I just do enjoy when the market is in position and it's moving the way that I like it to. I like when it's smooth and when it just gives off the trade kind of right away, the way that I want to get out, get in and out. That's my preference. And it has plenty of room to move. Plenty of room. Yeah, the one I wanted right here was the 47. That was the one I wanted. This one. So what are we, 10 minutes in? Alright, so I'm going to watch this last binary. We got another 2 minutes left on it. I just want to see what this does towards the end of the binary. I see that it's bouncing around. I want to see if this is going to give another leg moving down, or if it's trying to reverse and push back up. I want to see what it does here. Alright, so it's bouncing now. See, there it is. It's going to give that push back down. It's going to give it. It's going to give it. Yep. Alright, so it was interesting to watch that. Interesting to watch. It looks like it's giving it off towards the end of the binaries. And I wouldn't take this because this is too far down from where the price initially opened up at during this binary. You're kind of at the extreme end of it. So that's not my preference to take those trades when it's at the end like that. I like to get the fresh move at the very beginning and when there's momentum in the market. That's what my preference is. But you got nice momentous moves. Looks like it wants to give off another leg, but you know, right now I'm just observing. This right here. Looked like it just gave pricing just a second ago. For a split second, it went to 50. It was at 50. Right there, see? But this could bounce. There's let me draw something real quick. Just point this out. You see right here where it's bouncing? Right here? In this area there is reaction in the market when price hits those levels. This entire area down here, there is price reaction. So it's something to just be aware of, you know. Something to be aware of. And it's stalling here right in this area, so it could go either way right now. It could push back down or it could just bounce up and do something different. And because you don't really know what it's going to do, it's better to just stay out. I like decisive moves. I don't like guessing and hoping when I trade. So I avoid all of that for the most part. And it has plenty of room to go up too. Plenty of room. The area here at this strike is interesting to watch because you do have some activity over here where there was reaction. So again, just something to be aware of and to pay attention to. But anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a morning. So I will pick this up back on the next session. All right. You guys take care. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. Peace. All right. I'm still here. I'm observing. It's 5:37 a.m. right now. I'm just watching. I'm waiting to see if we get another leg up and a push through this area here, going back up. We may not see it. Then again, we may see it. The market will decide. What the behavior has been since I've been watching when I first came on is the push has been coming at the end of the binary, and that's not my preference to engage at the end of the binary. My preference is to do it somewhere near the beginning of the binary when there is already existing momentum, existing acceleration already present. I don't like the idea of having to rely on the movement to come and your clock is ticking down. That's not my preference at all. So that's not something that I look forward to doing at all. It's not something that I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to avoid engaging in the market when that takes place. So looks like the leg might come up now. 342. Yeah, we may get this push through now. Sure enough. So I want to see this push up into the 70s. We should get it right there. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So that completes today's trading. I wanted to see if I can get another opportunity, which I did, and that worked out very well. So we did 67.5% altogether for today, and I'm going back to bed. All right. So that was beautiful. Beautiful. Patience pays off. Patience pays off. All right, so this is day one. Day one. started with $100 in this account, and I'm actually going to just allow this account to grow. I'll be using different approaches. There'll be times where I'm taking in the money trades using the framework that we normally use, and then there will be times when I'm up like this in the morning and watching for momentum in the market and taking advantage of the opportunities that present themselves during this time as well. So, depends on what the market does, depends on a number of things as far as which approach I'll be using. But either way, we're going to wait for the opportunities to come, and then we're going to take advantage of them. And that's it. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance, Day 1, The Journey. Take care. Peace.